Hello everyone, hope you're all well. I'm here today to film a tag video and I'm super excited because I was actually tagged by Sam from Beautycrush, and sorry Sam that it's taken me so long to do it, but I thought I have time today and I thought I would sit down and in my cozy sweater and film it for you guys. So I'm going to just get on and do this. If you're wondering about anything I'm wearing, because I know I'm probably going to get questions, I'll link everything down below. But I'm just going to get started because I really like this tag. I haven't actually seen the questions or watched one of these videos since the one Sam did. I don't really remember the questions either, but it's really fun. And when I first saw it, like the name, I was like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. But it's really fun and just, you know, it's cute. So I'm going to film it. So first question is, do you still talk to your first love? No, I don't, unfortunately. What was your first job? My first job was, my cousin owns a hairdresser slash beauticians. She does hair, like cuts, colour, and then she also does like eyebrows, waxing, bridal makeup, you know, all of those kind of things. So I used to work as a receptionist there. What was your first car? My first car actually was, oh my god, I just remember buying, I was dying, itching. When I first got my licence, I was itching to get a car. I didn't really care what it was, and at first I was thinking of getting a, what was it, a KA? Ford KAs, I think they are. And then that was what I was originally looking at, and then I saw a Peugeot 206 at the dealership where I was like buying my car, and ended up going for that because it was a really good price. I only had it for about a year, but I really enjoyed it, and I actually used to call her Mercy. That was her name, like, don't even ask. But yeah, that was the car I first had. I don't have it anymore. Who was the first person who texted you today? My mum. We honestly, since she got WhatsApp, it has been like hilarious. My mum like uses little emojis and it's just the cutest thing ever. So we text back and forth throughout the day when she's at work and when I'm at uni, so it's really cute. I feel like I look really like bulky in this jumper, by the way. I don't know, I thought it was just really warm and cozy. Who's the first person you thought of this morning? I think it probably must have been my university lecturer, because I have to have a meeting on Friday and I just like remembered, oh my god, I need to email her. So maybe that. I know, like, that's how interesting my life is. Who was your first grade teacher? I think that just means like year one teacher. And when I first moved to the UK, because lots of you guys, I haven't done a Q&A question video thing in ages, but I'm half Italian and half Iranian, and I moved from Italy. I was born in Italy and I moved to the UK when I was 7. So when we moved here, we started like moving around quite a lot. So my memories of teachers is jumbled so much because I like attended about 3 different primary schools. Yeah, I really moved around quite a lot, and actually I didn't even go to first grade here. I actually did that in Italy. I went up to year 2 in Italy, so I can't even remember, but I did a thing called Primina. If you guys are Italian, you'll know what it is, but long story. And yeah, so I can't really remember, but I have such a jumbled memory of that kind of time period of my life just because it was so hectic. But yeah, I can't really remember, is the long story cut short. Where did you go on your first aeroplane ride? Continuing on from my nationality, my first one was actually quite a long one. It was to Iran, because the one and only time that I've ever been to Iran was when I was 2, which is quite sad. And yeah, that's quite a plane journey for a 2-year-old. And I remember little bits of it, but nothing, you know, crazy. And yeah, that's my first plane journey. So I would really like to visit Iran again someday. It's on the bucket list. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to him or her? Again, I actually, because I moved from Italy, I lost contact with lots of people that did the same. Oh my god, there's a bird and it just freaked me out outside my window. Oh my god, I actually got so scared. It looked like someone's head was peeping. Sorry, if you saw my face just go crazy, that's why. But anyway, oh my god, that was so scary. So yeah, my friendships, I don't talk to a lot of people that I must have been friends with when I was at first at school, but I do have a friend of mine who's like a really old family friend who I still talk to, so maybe that still counts. These questions are going to be really boring because it's like lots of my time as a child was so weird and crazy that I just probably have like hardly any answers. And also these questions are quite weird. Where was your first sleepover? How am I meant to remember that? I can't remember. Probably at like my grandma's house or my auntie's house, but it probably means like friendship sleepover. When I was younger, I wasn't a huge sleepover person. I didn't really grasp the concept of sleepovers just because I like my own bed and stuff. And I used to get really traumatized at sleepovers and like want to leave and make excuses. I hold up my hand to that now because I didn't really get it. Like, I like the comfort of my bed and sleeping, and I don't know. I can't remember my first ever sleepover, I'm sorry. Who was the first person you talked to today? I actually haven't spoken to anyone because when I woke up there was no one in my house, but I did go shopping, so probably the sales associates. I know, I'm really cool. I didn't even talk to anyone on the phone today. Whose wedding were you in for the first time? Probably one of my cousins. Again, when I moved to UK, lots of my Iranian side of my family, most of it is in the UK, so lots of them got married and they're a lot older than me, my cousins, so it was probably one of them. And I was a flower girl, so that's really cute, and I still remember the dress I wore and everything. They're really sweet. What was the first thing you did this morning? I'm one of those people that just sits in bed in the morning and watches YouTube videos. I just really enjoy it. I don't know, like almost wakes me up. So you know when you hit snooze, I normally have 3 alarms consecutively on my iPhone, so like from 7:30 to 8 for example. Between that time period I just put on a YouTube video and I'm probably half asleep and not even listening and paying attention, but I like to watch them in the background. I don't know if anyone else does that, let me know down below. What was the first concert you ever went to? This is hard, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember for the life of me. I've been to a Screamo gig, you guys, like, you know, like with mosh pits and stuff. I've been to a Girls Aloud gig, I've been to Drake, I've been to lots of different things, but yeah, I just can't remember right now my first one, but those are the kind of, I've been to an underage festival, I've been to quite a lot of random, I've been to see the Arctic Monkeys, I've been to lots of random concerts, but yeah, I can't remember which one is my first one. I honestly, I need to like fix up my memory because my memory is appalling. First broken bone. Luckily, I don't think I've ever actually had a broken bone that needed a cast, but one time in the canteen at school, you know, you have those benches, like, we don't have wooden tables, they were plastic, but they were like, you know, the really, really long ones, and then in the mornings the cleaners would clean the floor, so they would pop the benches on top of the tables, and then when you were first at lunch you would come and you would take the really long seats off the table, and I was doing that and then one of those fell on my foot and I probably did like break a tiny bone in my foot somewhere, but that's the only thing that I could really say like I've actually probably broken, and my foot was blue for like weeks, so yeah, that was really painful, but that's probably the first one. First piercing, bar my ears, was my tragus maybe, over here. I think that might have been my first one. This is the thing, when you do these things it just all goes like jumbled and crazy, I can't remember. No, actually it was my belly button. Yes, and I do still actually have my belly button piercing because I have like a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I kind of want to take it out, and then sometimes I'm like, but then if you take it out you need to re-pierce it and then scar tissue and la 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 la. So yeah, I think it was my belly button piercing, and I was really young, which is probably not good, but my mum knew and everything. But my mum is like the coolest mum ever. First foreign country, I told you guys, Iran. First movie you remember seeing in the theatres, it was probably some kind of Disney film. I don't know, my parents were real avid, like, making me watch Disney films. Like, I used to watch Disney films. Oh, I've got a fluff in my eye, fantastic. I was born in '93, so something probably around that time period. When was your first detention? I actually, luckily, like in secondary school and primary school, like, well actually more in secondary school, I was quite good. So I didn't really used to get detention. I probably had class detentions, but I don't really ever recall having like a detention for myself. I was a really, really good goody two-shoes. One time in primary school, I must have walked past the deputy head teacher and coughed, and she had a go at me for like pretend coughing. And you know when something like sticks in your brain forever? That is such a vivid memory for me. I can remember walking past this this teacher of mine, my phone's ringing, sorry, and her telling me off for that, and I was so traumatized and flabbergasted that I cried. I'm still such a baby, like stuff like that would probably send me to tears now as well, but yeah, I can really remember that really vividly. It was really sad. Who was my first roommate? I've never had a roommate. I stayed at home for university, so I don't even have housemates, and yeah, I've never had a roommate, sorry guys. What was the first lesson you ever took? I don't know what this kind of question means. I can't even remember what anyone else has answered. I'm guessing it means like extracurricular. I don't know. I did used to do, this is so funny, roller skating classes when I was in Italy, and I used to do gymnastics, but when we moved we didn't really do anything except, does anyone do kumon? Did anyone do kumon? I honestly hated that thing with a passion. I also did Italian school and Iranian school. I have my Italian GCSE and A-level, but I didn't carry on Iranian school. I did not get on with Iranian school. I went to the one in, oh my god, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I went to one of them, and there's quite a lot of them in London, and yeah, that really narrows it down. My mum actually did make me do lots of, like, when I actually moved to the UK, lots of academic extracurricular activities and not a lot of fun ones like I did back in Italy. But yeah, if anyone remembers Kumon, I used to cheat, and I used to copy from the book. I used to get this answer book to do. It was like maths lessons. I used to do the maths ones, not the English ones, and basically I used to just copy from the book, and I used to do the first page and the back page and then copy from the book throughout and then hand that in and run away to get marked. So that was my Kumon journey. My mum spent a lot of money on that as well, so very bad. It was essentially like a group tuition service thing. Who was the first beauty related person you watched on YouTube? Oh, I can't remember off for the life of me who the first person I watched was, but I remember watching like Panacea 81, FI.CLINIC X3, and now I watch FI.CLINIC and she has a little boy and he's the cutest thing ever. And it's crazy, like I watched her like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, like be, you know, young, and I mean she's still young, but you know, like my kind of age group, and now she's, you know, she's got a baby. It's just crazy. Sam, Beautycrush, lots of people, like lots and lots of people I used to watch. So that's my first time tag, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that it made you get to know me a little bit better. It probably wasn't that fun. I haven't got a clue who to tag because I feel like quite a lot of people have done this, but I'll tag people down below and then I might tweet them if I end up tagging anyone. But if not, you guys should do it, and you guys should let me know if you can relate to any of the answers I gave. I know they were a bit weird, but I love you guys lots and lots, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.